Listen carefully, because this is not a mere story or a suggestion. This is a truth that has been quietly, patiently waiting to reach you, a truth that is personal, direct, and powerful. The universe has chosen you. Yes, you. Not tomorrow, not next week, but here and now. At this very moment, the flow of abundance is being aligned with your being. Imagine it, feel it. The invisible forces that govern reality have singled you out, not by chance, not because of what you have done, but because of what you are ready to receive. You are ready, and the universe knows it. Think about this for a moment. How often have you felt a desire for financial freedom, for wealth that changes your life, and thought it was unattainable? How often have you seen others succeed and wondered, why not me? You see, it is not a matter of deserving or not deserving. The universe does not judge. It does not ask for permission. It does not say, wait until you earn enough. Wait until you work harder. Wait until you are more qualified. The universe responds only to one thing: your imagination, your inner assumption, the reality you feel as true within your consciousness. And this is why you have been chosen. The currents of cash, of abundance, of wealth are moving toward you because your inner being has opened the door. You may not have consciously realized it, but deep within, the desire for financial freedom, the sense of worthiness, the certainty that you can have, has set into motion the grand orchestration of prosperity. It is happening whether you see it yet or not. The seeds have already been sown. Now hear me clearly. You may be asking, how can this be? How can I be chosen? The answer is simple. You are chosen because you have reached the point where you can receive. The universe is not chaotic, it is a mirror. It reflects what you imagine, what you live as if it were true. It does not matter if your outer circumstances are not yet aligned. What matters is that your inner world has made a shift. Your mind, your consciousness, is now vibrating at a frequency that matches abundance. And abundance, true, effortless, flowing abundance, is already responding. Money, opportunities, resources, and people capable of bringing these things into your life are converging toward you even as you listen to these words. This is not theory. This is law. This is the secret operation of life itself. Many people misunderstand wealth. They think it comes from struggle, from endless hours of toil, from chasing one opportunity after another. But wealth, true wealth, does not come from struggle. It comes from alignment. It comes from feeling that you already have what you desire, from living in the state where your mind knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that the cash, the riches, the enormous flow of abundance is not something distant. It is you, it is your being, it is your reality. When you live from this state, the outer world is compelled to obey. Circumstances shift, doors open, ideas appear, connections are made. Everything bends to reflect the certainty within. That is the power you now hold. Imagine for a moment the sensation of walking into your life, fully knowing that financial miracles are not just possible, but inevitable. Feel it in your body. Feel the excitement, the certainty, the calm assurance that what has been promised, what has been prepared, is already on its way. When you operate from this inner knowing, there is no fear, no doubt, no hesitation. The mind that doubts cannot create. The mind that wonders, will this happen, remains stagnant. But you, chosen one, have moved beyond that. You have assumed the feeling of receiving. You have assumed the state where abundance is normal, where wealth is natural, where the flow of cash is not a struggle, but a natural movement in your life. This assumption is your power. This assumption is your key. This assumption is your key. This assumption opens the vaults of the universe. Let us delve deeper into what it means to be chosen. You see, the universe does not pick randomly. It selects those whose imagination has matured, whose inner world vibrates with expectancy rather than fear, with confidence rather than lack, with certainty rather than desperation. Being chosen is not about luck. It is about consciousness. It is about the internal state you inhabit every day. Every thought, Every image you carry in your mind, every feeling you indulge, is either attracting or repelling abundance. If you have been chosen, it means that without effort, without striving, without forcing, your consciousness has already aligned with the perfect current of wealth. The river is flowing, and all that is left is for you to enter it and allow yourself to be carried. And allow me to remind you, allowance is not passive, it is not weak. To allow means to embody the state of already having, to live as if the cash is already in your hands, to feel the security, the freedom, the joy of prosperity, as if it is real right now. Many people confuse allowance with waiting. They wait, hoping for some external event to validate their desire. But in truth, waiting is resistance. Allowance is surrender in conscious awareness. It is the act of telling the universe, without hesitation, without doubt, without fear, I am ready, I accept, I live as if I already have it. And when you do this, the energy of cash, of wealth, of enormous financial inflow rushes toward you with an unstoppable force. Perhaps you are wondering how to maintain this state, how to stay in alignment when the outer world seems to contradict your inner knowing. Understand this. The outer world is a reflection, not the driver. The bank account, the paycheck, the contracts, the opportunities. These are all reflections of what is alive in your consciousness. They do not create your state. Your state creates them. Therefore, do not look at the world and worry. Do not measure reality by what you see outside. Instead, measure it by what you feel inside. Feel the abundance now. Feel the wealth now. See it, taste it, know it in your imagination. See yourself receiving enormous sums of money. See yourself enjoying life without limits. See yourself free, and watch how life itself reshapes to confirm the truth within. Now let us consider the magnitude of what is coming. You have not been chosen for ordinary financial gain. You have not been selected for small incremental improvements. You have been chosen for a huge cash flow, the kind that changes lives, the kind that empowers not only you but those around you. Do not underestimate your worth, your power, or your readiness. The universe knows that you can handle it. The universe knows that you are capable of receiving without fear, capable of stewarding abundance wisely, capable of expanding the ripple of prosperity into realms far beyond yourself. This is why you were chosen, not by chance, not by accident, but because the inner readiness has reached its peak, and the external manifestation is now inevitable. It is crucial to understand that this flow is not bound by time or conventional effort. The laws of the universe are not linear. They are not subject to schedules, deadlines, or human limitations. Cash can flow in miraculous ways, unexpected checks, sudden opportunities, partnerships, discoveries, or inventions, all orchestrated to deliver what has already been assumed in your mind. Therefore, release any attachment to how it will come. Do not concern yourself with the channels. Your responsibility is to remain in the state, to keep your consciousness fixed on the reality you desire. The universe is intelligent, creative, and infinitely capable of delivering your desire in ways that may surpass your imagination. What you imagine as a limitation is often the very space where the miracle will occur. Let us speak about your imagination, for this is your sacred instrument. Every great financial miracle begins here. Not in banks, not in markets, not in other people. It begins in the theater of your mind, where you vividly imagine yourself wealthy, where you see the numbers, the abundance, the freedom, the joy. The mind does not distinguish between imagined and physical reality. When the feeling is fully engaged, it responds to the state you inhabit. Therefore, imagine vividly, feel intensely, assume confidently. Live in this state as if you are already the recipient of the enormous cash flow that has been prepared for you. When you do this consistently, the outer world must conform. It has no choice. Laws are laws. The universe will always mirror your inner state. And because you have been chosen, this mirroring will be nothing short of miraculous. Some may ask, what if I have doubts? What if I falter? Let me speak plainly. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it is also a doorway. When doubt arises, do not engage it as a barrier. Observe it, acknowledge it, and immediately return to the state of certainty. Do not argue with the world. Do not try to force evidence. Instead, return to the feeling of already having. Your chosen status is not nullified by occasional doubt. What matters is the dominant state you maintain. The universe is sensitive to consistency, to the habitual state you occupy. Return to your inner knowing. Let the vision of abundance, the feeling of freedom, the joy of cash flowing without limit, be stronger than any fleeting uncertainty. When you do this, doubt dissipates like mist before the morning sun. You may also be wondering about your worthiness. Can I handle this much cash? Will it change me? Will I deserve it? These questions arise from the conditioned mind, from a belief in limitation. But understand this: the universe chooses not by your past, not by your doubts, not by your fears. It chooses based on your ability to receive, your capacity to imagine, your readiness to embody the state. Worthiness is not a prerequisite. It is a natural outcome. By assuming the state, by feeling as if the wealth is yours now, you become worthy. By living as if the cash has already arrived, you align with the flow. By embodying abundance, you demonstrate that the selection was correct. The universe does not make mistakes. Now I ask you to visualize yourself fully immersed in this reality. Feel the numbers in your bank account reflecting the enormous sums that have been promised. Feel the freedom to travel, to invest, to give generously, to enjoy life without restriction. Feel the confidence that comes from financial security, so immense that worry is a distant memory. See yourself making decisions with ease, seeing opportunities clearly, creating value effortlessly. Let this image expand until it fills every corner of your mind, until the body and the emotions respond as though it is happening now. The universe is observing this. The law of assumption is responding. Cash, opportunities and miracles are moving to converge on this reality with unstoppable precision. And remember, this is not a one-time experience. This is the beginning of a pattern, a frequency, a state of being that opens the door to continuous, ever-expanding abundance. Once you have aligned, once you have assumed the state, the flow is perpetual. The universe is infinite, and your capacity to receive is infinite. This cash flow is only the start. It is a signal, a confirmation, a doorway. Beyond it lies freedom, joy, and a life of limitless possibility. The outer world will continue to reflect the richness of your inner state. You are no longer dependent on chance, luck, or timing. You are a magnet for financial miracles. You are chosen. You are ready. You are abundant. Now as you move forward from this moment, carry this with you. Do not let the outer world dictate your belief. Do not let temporary circumstances diminish your inner knowing. Maintain the state. Embody the feeling. Live as if the cash is already flowing abundantly. Speak to yourself in the language of wealth, in the language of certainty, in the language of the chosen one. Your inner world is powerful beyond measure. It shapes your reality. It determines what appears in your life. And because you have been chosen, the results are inevitable. Trust the process. Trust the law. Trust yourself. The universe has spoken, not with words, not with fanfare, but with the quiet certainty of alignment. It has chosen you. Your mind, your imagination, your feeling, your state of being are the instruments through which this immense cash flow will manifest. It is already on its way. It is already moving through invisible currents, through intelligent orchestration, through the creative power of your consciousness. Open your heart, open your mind, and open your life to receive it. The moment of doubt is over. The moment of fear is over. You are chosen. You are abundant. You are ready to experience a financial reality that surpasses imagination, a reality that is as natural as breathing, a reality that confirms that the universe always responds to the state you occupy. The cash, the wealth, the enormous abundance, it is yours now. Live as if it is done, and watch the magic unfold. The time to act is not tomorrow. The time to feel is now. The time to assume, to believe, to live as if the flow is already happening is now. The universe has chosen you, and nothing can stop what is inevitable. Your mind, your heart, your being have aligned. The currents of abundance are rushing toward you. Your life, your world, your experience is about to be transformed. Receive it, embrace it, feel it, live it. The cash, the opportunities, the freedom, they are yours. You are chosen. You are abundant. You are unstoppable. Feel the rhythm of abundance flowing through your entire being. Sense it moving through every cell, every thought, every heartbeat. The universe is not asking you to work harder or chase harder. It is simply waiting for you to align fully with the reality that has already been chosen for you. You do not need to question how, or when, or why. These are limitations of the human mind. But your mind is no longer bound by limitation. You are now the axis around which this great cash flow rotates. Every moment that passes is a moment in which the invisible hands of providence are arranging opportunities, aligning people, orchestrating circumstances, all to bring into your life the magnitude of wealth that has already been destined for you. Do not underestimate the power of thought and feeling. Every image you entertain, every word you speak to yourself, every feeling you allow to dominate your consciousness, either accelerates or delays the manifestation. Now is the time to elevate every inner movement, to match the magnitude of the abundance you are receiving. Speak to yourself as though wealth is already yours. Walk as though financial freedom has been your reality for years. Feel the emotions of joy, gratitude, excitement, and serenity, as though the cash is already flowing. These feelings are not imaginary. They are the signals that summon reality into form. The universe responds only to the state you inhabit. That is why you have been chosen. Because your inner world is finally ready to receive, to embody, to become the magnet for the enormous cash flow that is now rushing toward you. You may feel tempted to look outside at the world, at your bank account, at the statistics of success, and say, I don't see it yet. Do not fall into this trap. The outer world is always a reflection of the inner world. Do not seek confirmation outside, it is within you. Your consciousness is the seedbed of all miracles, and every form of wealth you desire begins here. See it, feel it, live it. Imagine yourself receiving it in every way possible, through gifts, opportunities, bonuses, investments, and unexpected windfalls. Allow your imagination to expand without limit, for there is no limit to what the universe can deliver when it is responding to a mind that knows itself as chosen. Remember that being chosen does not mean your path will be mundane or ordinary. The flow of cash that has been aligned with you is vast, creative, and unexpected. It may appear in ways that surprise you, delight you, and transform your life beyond anything you can currently imagine. Do not confine it to the small boxes of logic or expectation. The universe is infinite, and your selection is proof that abundance can be limitless. Every time you assume the feeling of already having, you are not only calling wealth to yourself, you are participating in the grand design of creation itself. You are a co-creator of your reality, chosen to demonstrate that financial miracles are not exceptions. They are the natural response of life to a mind that has fully assumed its power. You must act as though you are already living this reality, not for the sake of convincing others, but for the sake of aligning every aspect of your being with the truth of your chosen status. Your body, your emotions, your thoughts, your imagination, all must vibrate with the certainty that the enormous cash flow is yours. When this becomes your dominant state, the outer world has no choice but to obey. Every opportunity that matches this abundance will appear. Every person who can assist, guide, or participate in the flow will enter your life. Every circumstance that seems challenging will resolve in your favor. There is no resistance strong enough to counteract the law of assumption when it is fully embraced. It is also essential to recognize the joy inherent in this flow. Do not see wealth as a burden, a task, or something to be feared. The universe has chosen you because you are ready to experience abundance with grace, ease, and joy. Let joy be your signal to the world that your inner state is aligned. Let gratitude be the emotion that fuels your manifestation. Every thought of lack, every worry about the future, every fleeting doubt, is an opportunity to return to the state of knowing. Transform every hesitation into excitement, every worry into trust, every longing into the certainty that the cash is already in motion toward you. Imagine walking into a day where every interaction, every conversation, every decision is influenced by your inner awareness of being chosen. Feel the confidence that comes from knowing that opportunities will always match your desires. Feel the security that comes from knowing that the universe's plan is already in motion. Feel the ease that comes from knowing that you are not chasing, not forcing, not struggling, but simply living in alignment with the enormous cash flow that has been predestined for you. This is your reality. This is the state you must inhabit. This is the frequency to which you must attune yourself. And do not forget the power of expectation. Expect the miraculous. Expect the sudden. Expect the unbelievable. Do not limit the universe by your imagination. The cash flow that has been chosen for you may arrive through channels you have never considered, through people you have never met, in forms that surpass your current understanding. Keep your mind open, your imagination expansive, and your heart ready. The more you expect, the more you receive. The more you feel the reality of abundance, the faster it manifests. The universe does not discriminate against magnitude. It accelerates it. The bigger your assumption, the bigger the cash flow. You may also notice subtle signs, small hints, whispers of opportunity appearing in your life. These are confirmations of alignment, evidence that the flow is real, even if it has not yet taken the forms you imagine. Pay attention to these signs, for they are encouragements, gentle reminders from the universe that you are on the correct path. Yet do not rely solely on external signs. The inner knowing, the inner feeling of being chosen is far more powerful than any evidence outside. Your inner state dictates the outer world. Keep your consciousness fixed on the truth that has already been established. You are chosen. You are ready. Cash, abundance, and financial miracles are on their way to you now. And now, as you continue to imagine, continue to feel, continue to embody this chosen state, understand that this is a living, dynamic process. It is not static. Your consciousness expands, your imagination grows, your certainty strengthens. The more you live as if the enormous cash flow is yours, the more the universe responds in kind. Every act, every thought, every feeling becomes a magnet, drawing the wealth to you. Every moment spent in alignment strengthens the reality that you have been chosen. Every smile, every breath, every joyful heartbeat is a confirmation of the magnificent reality you are now creating. Feel the momentum building within you, like a river that cannot be stopped, a current that rushes forward, carrying with it everything that has been chosen for you. Every thought you have that aligns with abundance adds force to this current. Every moment you live in the certainty of wealth strengthens the invisible channels through which this enormous cash flow travels. You are not waiting for luck. You are not hoping for coincidence. You are simply the chosen one, and the flow of prosperity is responding to your inner reality. Sense it as tangible, sense it as real, and know that this river of abundance will never dry up, for it springs from the infinite source that the universe has aligned with you. Do not underestimate the importance of your inner dialogue. The words you speak, even silently to yourself, are seeds that grow into reality. Speak in the language of abundance. Speak in the language of certainty. Speak as though every financial miracle is already occurring. Avoid words of limitation. Avoid phrases that suggest lack or delay. The universe listens, not to your explanations, but to your inner state, to the dominant frequency that you broadcast. When you speak with assurance, with joy, with unwavering belief, you are commanding the forces of life to align with the reality that you have imagined. This is the power that has chosen you. This is the power that enables cash, wealth, and opportunities to converge upon your life effortlessly. Now imagine the practical reality of this enormous cash flow. See yourself waking up in a state of ease, knowing that the day ahead brings opportunities already aligned with your wealth. Feel the excitement of discovering resources, of meeting people whose paths have crossed with yours for the sole purpose of facilitating your abundance. Visualize yourself making decisions effortlessly, guided by intuition, confidence, and clarity, because the universe has already prepared the paths for you. Every step you take is in harmony with the grand orchestration of wealth that has been preordained. You are living in a dynamic symphony of abundance, where every note, every action, every interaction is perfectly timed to deliver the prosperity that belongs to you. Consider also the freedom this flow brings. Not just freedom in terms of money, but freedom of thought, freedom of choice, freedom to live fully, fearlessly, and without limitation. When cash flows abundantly, when opportunities arrive in perfect alignment, you are free to explore your highest potential. You are free to give, to create, to expand, and to enjoy life in ways you may never have imagined. The universe has chosen you not only to receive, but to embody the limitless possibilities of a life lived in alignment with abundance. This is your time, this is your moment, this is the reality that your imagination has already manifested within you. Do not allow external circumstances to cloud your inner knowing. The world may appear uncertain, people may express doubt, and circumstances may seem delayed. These are illusions, mere shadows that cannot touch the truth of your state. Your chosen status is impervious to outer appearances. The cash, the wealth, the opportunities are moving invisibly toward you, orchestrated by laws that are higher than any human limitation. When you feel discouraged or distracted, return immediately to the inner state of certainty. Close your eyes, imagine the reality, feel it fully, breathe it into your being, and know that the outer world is compelled to conform to this inner truth. It is important to understand that abundance flows to those who not only receive, but also embody it. You have been chosen because you are capable of sustaining this immense cash flow. You have the emotional, mental, and spiritual capacity to integrate it without fear or resistance. Wealth is not just a number in a bank account, it is a state of being, it is a mindset, a frequency, a reality that touches every aspect of your life. By living as if the abundance is already yours, you demonstrate to the universe that you are worthy and ready. You have proven that your imagination, your consciousness, and your feeling are mature instruments capable of receiving the magnitude of prosperity that has been directed toward you. Now focus deeply on the feeling of excitement and gratitude that comes with receiving. Let it fill your chest, your shoulders, your hands, your feet, your entire being. Gratitude is the amplifier of abundance. It multiplies the flow, accelerates the manifestation, and anchors the reality within you. Imagine counting the cash, imagining the opportunities, imagining the freedom, imagining the joy. Feel the exhilaration, the lightness, the certainty. This is not fantasy. This is the signal that you are tuned perfectly to the frequency of wealth. The universe sees this, responds to it, and delivers accordingly. Every act of gratitude, every moment of joyful expectation, every feeling of certainty is a reinforcement of your chosen state. Picture also the ways in which abundance begins to ripple through your life. Imagine unexpected income streams appearing. Imagine partnerships forming effortlessly. Imagine ideas, projects, and ventures aligning perfectly with your vision. Visualize money flowing freely, opportunities expanding, and freedom growing. See it, feel it, embody it as though it is happening now. The magnitude of this flow is beyond ordinary imagination, for the universe delights in surprising you when you are aligned, when you are living fully in the state of already having. You are the chosen one, and your life is the living proof that consciousness determines reality. And as you imagine and feel, allow a sense of ease to accompany it. You do not need to struggle, to push, to fight, or to force. The flow comes naturally to those who inhabit the state of readiness, who assume the reality, who feel the abundance. The more you relax into this state, the stronger the currents of prosperity become. The harder you try, the more resistance you create. But when you embody ease, joy, and certainty, the universe responds with effortless abundance. You have been chosen because you are capable of this alignment, capable of embodying this power, capable of receiving without obstruction. The cash flow is inevitable, unstoppable, and already in motion. Notice how this state changes everything within you. Your energy shifts, your mindset expands, your perception transforms. Opportunities that were invisible now appear. Problems dissolve. Challenges are reframed as stepping stones. Every interaction becomes a potential doorway to abundance. The universe orchestrates circumstances to deliver your chosen prosperity, and you move through life guided by this invisible intelligence. The cash, the wealth, the flow of abundance all move to meet you. Every step, every thought, every feeling is part of the alignment. The chosen reality is not distant. It is happening now, quietly, invisibly, powerfully. And as you continue to dwell in this state, imagine the joy of giving, of sharing, of contributing from the abundance that has been bestowed upon you. Generosity is a reflection of alignment, a signal that the flow is not just about receiving, but about circulating, multiplying, expanding. The more freely you give, the more freely it returns. This is part of the law, part of the orchestration, part of the reason you have been chosen. The universe flows through you, And abundance is not stagnant. It grows, it expands, it transforms lives, including your own. Now feel the expansion within you. Imagine that the enormous cash flow is not only approaching you but already circulating through your life, touching every area, your home, your relationships, your work, your leisure, your freedom. Let the feeling of abundance fill every corner of your consciousness. There is no scarcity here, no limitation, only the boundless energy of wealth flowing in every direction, perfectly in rhythm with your state of being. Every breath you take draws it closer. Every thought that aligns with prosperity strengthens the invisible channels through which the universe moves. You are a vessel, chosen to carry this flow, and the magnitude of what is coming far exceeds anything you have dared to imagine. Picture yourself handling this wealth with ease, with grace, with confidence. See yourself making decisions without hesitation, knowing that every step you take is supported by intelligence far beyond your own. Opportunities appear not by coincidence but by design, guided by the currents of abundance that know no limits. Feel the thrill of surprise, the exhilaration of synchronicity, the joy of watching the invisible forces arrange circumstances in your favor. This is the reality of being chosen. The universe does not just send wealth, it choreographs it, orchestrates it, delivers it in ways that confirm the truth of your inner state. Do not allow the old patterns of doubt or fear to distract you. These are merely echoes of a past consciousness, shadows that cannot touch the reality that has already been established within. You are aligned. You are chosen. You are ready. The cash flow is already moving, already forming, already arranging itself to meet you in the most harmonious and effortless way possible. When doubt arises, greet it, then release it, returning immediately to the certainty, the feeling, the knowing that abundance is yours. The law responds to your dominant state, not to fleeting questions or distractions. The more consistently you inhabit the chosen state, the faster and more dramatically the cash will manifest. Visualize now the doors opening effortlessly. Imagine opportunities that seem impossible appearing with ease. Picture contracts, deals, ideas, gifts, and unexpected streams of income flowing toward you as naturally as the sun rises. Each manifestation is a confirmation of your chosen status, proof that the universe operates according to the laws of consciousness. Your inner alignment dictates everything. The outer world is compelled to reflect your imagination, your feelings, your certainty. You are not waiting. You are receiving. You are not struggling. You are flowing. You are not hoping. You are knowing. And this knowing activates channels of abundance that cannot be blocked. Feel the security this brings. Wealth is not just a number. It is a state of freedom, a state of empowerment, a state of limitless possibility. Imagine waking each day knowing that no lack can touch you, no worry can influence you, no limitation can restrict you. Everything you need, everything you desire is already flowing toward you. The universe has selected you because you are ready to embody this reality fully, to maintain this state without fear, and to demonstrate that alignment with abundance is not a fleeting occurrence, but a lifestyle, a natural, effortless state of being. Notice the subtle joy that comes from the simple awareness of being chosen. Let it rise in your chest, in your heart, in your mind. Gratitude, excitement, serenity, all blend into a vibration that matches the flow of wealth. Every heartbeat becomes a signal to the universe that you are ready, that you are capable, that you are deserving. Not by merit, not by struggle, but by the simple truth that you have assumed the state. This is the power of assumption, the force that drives cash, abundance, and opportunity directly into your life. The universe has responded to your readiness, and now it moves invisibly, intelligently, perfectly, to bring you what is yours. As you dwell in this state, imagine the ripple effect. Your abundance touches others, inspires others, enables others. Every act, every word, every thought that flows from you carries the frequency of wealth. The universe uses your alignment as a channel, a demonstration, a signal that abundance is not only achievable but natural. The enormous cash flow is not stagnant. It multiplies, expands, and accelerates as it circulates through your life and through the lives of those you influence. You are part of a greater design, chosen to receive and to radiate abundance in every direction. See yourself making choices with complete clarity, guided by the inner knowing that all is in perfect order. Feel the thrill of watching the impossible become possible, the unexpected become reality. the unimaginable unfold before your eyes. Opportunities appear, ideas flourish, resources align, and wealth flows. This is not a dream. This is the response of the universe to a mind, a heart, and a being that has fully assumed its chosen status. Every sensation you feel, the excitement, the confidence, the serenity is a signal that the cash, the abundance, the enormous financial flow is not only on its way but already present in the invisible realm, moving toward tangible manifestation. And now, as you stand in this truth, remember this: the universe has not merely whispered your destiny, it has declared it. You have been chosen, not by chance, not by accident, but by the alignment of your consciousness with the infinite flow of abundance. The enormous cash flow that has been prepared for you is already moving, already orchestrating circumstances, already creating pathways you may never have imagined. What remains is not to chase, struggle, or plead, but to live as if it is already yours, to assume the state, to feel the reality, to embody the wealth in every thought, every action, every breath. Let this be your commitment, to remain unwavering in the certainty that abundance is your natural state, that prosperity flows to you effortlessly, and that nothing outside of you can prevent what has already been aligned. Doubt may knock, fear may attempt to distract, but you are chosen, and being chosen transcends every temporary circumstance. Step boldly into the life that is waiting for you. Claim it with confidence, receive it with joy, and allow the universe to deliver in ways more magnificent than your imagination can conceive. This is your moment. This is your flow. This is your truth. You are abundant. You are empowered. You are chosen. And the enormous cash flow, the life-changing prosperity, is not somewhere in the future. It is already yours, already moving, and already unstoppable. Step into it, live it, feel it, and watch as the universe confirms your choice at every turn.